Welcome to another video of Sega Megadrive versus Super Nintendo. This time we're doing Street Fighter 2 versus Street Fighter 2. I'd like people to take in consideration that the Sega Megadrive version you're going to see costs £45 back in the day when it was released, and the Super Nintendo one costs £60. The Megadrive was released in the 80s and the Super Nintendo was released in the 90s. So take that into consideration when you take a look at these games. Let's get on with it. Let's start with the Super Nintendo version.
Round one, fight! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Round one, fight! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! 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 Shoryuken! Round one, fight! Hadouken! 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 Shoryuken! Hadouken! 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 Round one, fight! Perfect. Round one, fight! Hadouken! 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 You win. Perfect. Round one, fight!
So you just saw the Super Nintendo version of Street Fighter 2 and the Sega Megadrive version of Street Fighter 2. The question I asked myself when I reviewed these two games is the Super Nintendo one really £15 more better than the Sega Megadrive one? And the answer I come up with is no. Yes, it has better sound. Yes, it has better sound effects and voice. But are the graphics much better? Not really. You're talking over 30,000 more colours are supposed to be on the Super Nintendo compared to the Sega Megadrive. You don't see it. And in reality, the Super Nintendo only used an AV output and the Mega Drive used an RGB output, so the picture quality is always going to be better on a Sega Mega Drive. And the control pad thing as well. Super Nintendo control pad has never been good for Street Fighter 2 in my opinion, because the power punch and the power kick are on the side buttons, and the D-pad is way too stiff to get out special moves. So I'd rather pay £45 for a Sega Mega Drive version, plus £30 for the 6-button control pad, and have a much better game experience. Another fact is the Super Nintendo one always ran slower. It also had lag in it as well. So in that perspective, they're charging you £15 more for lag and slower gameplay, and the only thing you get better is sound. It cannot win. The Mega Drive has to win this because it's much better value for money. It's a much better experience when you play the game, and it's cheaper. So therefore, the Mega Drive wins Street Fighter 2 versus Street Fighter 2. Sega Mega Drive wins all day long. Get yourself a Sega Mega Drive, a 6-button pad, and enjoy Street Fighter 2 at its very best. Thank you for watching my video, Street Fighter 2 for the Sega Mega Drive versus Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. See you next time for some more awesome videos.